Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm just going to read you one verse. This is going to be, believe it or not, a very, very short video. Maybe 15 minutes or less. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have told you many a time and have shown you many a time, countless times, that you live under a paradigm of lies. Everything is a lie in this world. Why? Because the very fact that humanity disobeyed its creator by believing and following a lie, there it is. So ever since then, humanity has indeed, hold on one second, give me 1 second. So, the fact of the matter is that humanity has completely lost its ways. All right? Humanity lives under an alternate reality of lies. But it's coming to an end soon. Oh yeah, it's going to be coming to an end. Okay? And like I told you many a time, there are two beast systems in the world. There are two beast bodies in the world, which are going to be working together, as they have in the past, to support each other and to bring about the one world religious system, economic system is here. The digital money is right around the corner. In fact, Elon Musk, Facebook, Jay Bezos, they're all talking about that cell phone are no longer going to be, they're going to become useless. They're no longer going to be used. It's either going to be a chip under your skin or a chip in your brain. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the things of science fiction. But here we are. Some of the stuff that men are talking about, they're not going to be accomplished because there's simply not enough time. The evil ones know that they're running out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, this is not conspiracy theory. Remember, the word conspiracy was coined by the CIA in the 1960s. Okay? Why? Because they knew this time was coming. The moment of truth. The day of reckoning is up on not just America, but the whole wide world. Okay? In fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you this. When these people talk about a new world order, how can there be a new world order having the same human nature, the same human beings in power? Generations after generations. That's why they practice. What is that word that people have? Kids with their own, with members of their own family. The kingdom in New England, we all know that it does that. And through human history, to make sure the things stays within the family, whether it be traditions, beliefs, or riches, money. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a fact. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just here to tell you that America has nothing else to give. America has set herself up because she knows the time is coming. Biden was a man who was obviously not in charge. I've been telling you that for the longest. Now, have you heard what they've been talking about, the Senate hearing about what the and this is common knowledge now. I mean, it's nothing that, this is going to be censored. No. Have you heard what they've been talking about in the Senate? About what happened back in the year 2020 when the world got locked down. Remember? And then, haven't I been telling you what this man is going to tell you in the link that I will share with you? Haven't I been telling you this? That America was the culprit behind what happened back in 2020. That's why the drills with 201 events will carry out right here in the United States. So America has a lot to answer to the creator of all things, a God that they claim to believe, but we all know which God they say and the monetary system when they say in God we trust. Because this God, then, if this is the God that they trust, that help illegal immigrants, that help with abortions, that help with drug trafficking, that help wars in Ukraine, you name it, then what kind of God is that? Ask yourself that. This is not the God of the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. We all know who it is. I've been telling you. It's Satan. Okay? And his fallen angels. So today, I'm just going to tell you exactly what I'm going to be talking about, and then I'm going to read a verse from the Bible, and then I'm done. I told you, this is going to be a very short video. Take a look at this. What they call extraterrestrial beings, they know exactly what it is, that they are fallen angels, they spiritual beings, because in this realm, in this earth, there are two forms of existence. You got the physical, with me and you, how me and you exist while we walk upon the earth, and then there's the spiritual one. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, without the spirit, there is no life. Okay? And each day, these people are adopting the mentality, what I call the giants mentality, back the same thing, back like it was in the giants, in the days of the giants back in Noah's time. Ladies and gentlemen, today it's worse, 10,000 times worse. I mean, these people are talking of blocking the sun, but here's what it is. So it's not what is now, again, like I said, manipulation and lines. Okay, manipulation and lines. That's all they know how to do. That's how they control you. That's why your votes don't count. But here you are thinking that your votes count, and you are contributing money. Okay, so I already told you about Cash Patel and Don Benigno. Anyway, about, oh no, there's nothing to see here, folks. And we got the tapes. We're going to show you that not that Epstein killed himself, which is a distraction, ladies and gentlemen. All of this gossiping is only a distraction for what is coming to America. Another thing is this. So what they call extraterrestrial beings are actually demons. Okay? So let's get it straight. When they tell you New World Order, it's actually disorder. Because how can you have a new order system when you have the same human race upon this earth and the same human nature, the one that went up against its creator? Think about it. Okay? What they told you about 9/11, which is coming up in September. Another September, 9/11, they tell you. And even in that, they're lying, because we know that September means 7. So it actually should have been called 7/11. But it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, so these people have completely lied to you all along. Okay? And here we are. Now they tell you exactly the causes of all the people, all your loved ones that you no longer see around, not just here in the United States, but throughout the whole earth. They're talking about 20 million people that passed away, but actually it's more. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the thing is this. You have been lied. And I'm here hopefully to open up your eyes. I'm not Morpheus from the Matrix, even though he went to the same junior high school, which is ISA 88, back in Park Slope, Brooklyn, which is where I grew up, Brooklyn, New York. So ladies and gentlemen, please, everything, a storm is coming. I just want to make sure that you don't get caught up in it. So today, I'm going to tell you exactly what the thing that happened back in 2020. Why the world was on lockdown and what was the purpose behind it. Now, they're talking about real ID. Do you see the evolution of evil? These people are actually conditioning you to take the mark of the beast. That's how it is. See, they're not going to give it to you all at once. Oh, here it is. No. They're going to condition you. That's how they work. Remember how government works, ladies and gentlemen. They create a problem, they wait for your reaction, and then they bring a solutions. Problem, reaction, solutions. There have been many people that are no longer on YouTube talking about what they were talking about in the past, because they were not here to actually wake the people up to the degree of understanding that all of humanity's problems are spiritual in all of its essence. Unfortunately, it is too late for humanity, because the whole world have lived under this lie for thousands of years. So what? All of a sudden, here I come and people are going to listen to me? No! In fact, YouTube is not going to promote my video on top of that, because the truth is prohibited. The truth is something that is under attack. You see all those Christians that were attacked in Seattle, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know that those are not real Christians? You see how they work the society? Okay? They are not real Christians. They may mean well, but they're not real Christians. Okay? In fact, even the Bible talks, because Christ never funded a religion. He funded a church. And what is the church? Gatherings of people. He didn't come up with no religion. Religion is a satanic concept to entrap the people and make them live under this labyrinth of lies, under this prison, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it is. It is all a lie. In fact, the links that I'm about to send you, and you probably heard them already, but if you have, put the biblical context on it, and the reality that we are living in the last days. So this is conspiracy theory versus reality. So when I used to tell you this, you thought that I was a conspiracy theory. Well, here we are, proving me right. I told you so. I don't want to be the one to tell you I told you so. But see, they are helping you to wake yourself up by proving me right, or by proving the truth right. Because the truth is always constant. Lies is all over the place. That's why politicians are all over the place, because that's what they practice. Now let me read you the only verse in the Bible that I will read you today, which basically talks about what is happening all over the world. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? Okay? So people talk about, oh, this artist, Lady Gaga is a Satanist. Let them be. It's none of your business. With this whole world is a Satan. This is his time. This is his satanic time. The earth, he's under control right now. He's got everything on lockdown. You want to join a religion? Come on in. You understand? That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Please wake the hell up. Wait, this is not a fight against you. I don't have against anything. For instance, I don't have anything against homosexuals, transgenders, binary, you name it. Whatever gender they identify themselves with. Or even though God created only two genders, that's why we exist. Male and female, a mother and a father, man and woman. Anyway, the thing is this, I don't have anything against them. But here's what I do have, what I'm against. What they have allowed themselves to become. That the spirit that's in them is destroying them. That's all. That's who I fight, not them, because after all, at the end of the day, they are my fellow human beings. So I don't have anything against them. I have everything against the spirit that work through them. So ladies and gentlemen, please listen to these two links that I will send you, which will hopefully open up your eyes in terms of what is happening. Like, why is the war going on in Ukraine? How was this allowed to happen? I mean, I've been telling you this. This is so spiritual. And remember what I tell you. We live under the Edomite system, which is self-destroying itself anyway. And please believe me when I tell you once again, World War III will not be a reality. That's going to come when they are going to declare World War III against the Son of Man, when he comes with all of his angels, and that's who they're going to through nuclear bombs at, because humanity and the devil knows that if he destroys itself, what will he have to try to irritate their creator? So he's having fun right now, killing people left and right, especially human beings that were not planned, that were not in God's plan, because most humans that exist upon this earth today were not planned. So the devil have fun with them, except when God calls for them to be used for his purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm a living proof of that. So this is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. So you see how they confuse and work the masses? You got blue versus red. Red Republican, what does that remind you of? Gangs. And that's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is all a game. Please wake the hell up. Do not conform yourself to the rules or follow the system. You obey the rules, but you don't follow the system. Man is lost. Don't you get lost with the rest of the humanity. Establish a strong relationship with your Creator, following the 10 commandments that are behind me, praying to Him at least 3 times a day, and believe me, you will be okay. Ask Him for the forgiveness of your sins. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless. I just want to make sure that you understand as to why all this gossiping, all this about extraterrestrial. Oh no, we cannot disclose that. Oh, that's classified. Because it's demonic. You will not understand it. People would say, they will call us crazy. Okay? But slowly but surely God is inserting himself, the God of this world, Satan, is inserting himself in and revealing himself to humanity. Soon there will be extraterrestrial coming to this earth, but they will not be. They will not come in peace, and they are not won't be extraterrestrial. They will be demons, demonic beings that are going to destroy almost. It's going to be 200 million of them to destroy 1/3 of humanity upon this earth.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sal.
This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless, and may God, and like I said, may God open up your eyes, because if these links that I will send you do not open your eyes, then there's nothing I can do for you, even though I'm going to keep bringing these videos to you, videos like this to you. I don't come here to sell you something. I don't come here to tell you, oh, look at this, gossiping. Oh, yeah, this lady saw herself to the devil, blah, blah. No, I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the spiritual and the biblical context of it all, because that is the only reality. That is the only truth that will save you. Like it says in John 8, verse 32, Christ said, and they shall know the truth, and the truth shall make them free. So you understand? Soon, are you going to take the mark of the beast? I'm just telling you, do not. Even though a lot of people have taken it already. Most of humanity are going to take it. Why? Remember, I work for the government. There's going to come a time when the government says, hey, not only do you have to work to get your benefits now, you now have to take this mark. If you don't take this mark, you will not have any help. So if you have a single mom, and there are a lot of them, there's a sea of them in this world, especially in the United States, they will gladly take the mark because they got kids. Okay, it's sad. It's very sad. The same thing happened with the immigrants. Okay, Donald Trump is coming after them because this was part of the plan. Okay, Joe Biden, who was never there. He was being told what to do. Even he told you many a time. He said it. Oh, I'm going to ask this reporters before I get in trouble. He was not in charge. He showed you. And you still believe in this political process? I mean, and I'm going to leave you with this. All of America's presidents, starting with George Washington, have all been Freemasons, which is a fancy and nice word for the practice of Satanism. They should call it the Satanic Society. That's all it is. Not the Freemasonry Society. So, and even with that, they lied to you, because George Washington wasn't the first president of the United States. If don't believe me, do your research. There were 16 presidents before him. This is all I have for you. Love you all. Take care, my brother. In fact, another game that they have is, well, whether the earth is flat, whether the earth is round, whether the earth is a globe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. You want to live in lies, it's up to you. But the earth is flat. The earth doesn't move. The moon, the sun, and the stars, they move. And yes, there is a firmament up in there, what is called the glass ceiling, that you cannot break. Men have tried, but they will not be successful at it. So when he opens up, when Christ comes, then that will be a different story, because the one that created, God Almighty, the celestial family, they are the one that open it up and bring judgment upon this earth. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all take care. Thank you.